Hello, my friends and fellow therapists. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for being here. Today, I want to share about using essential oils in my massage therapy and bodywork practice. Before we get started, I do want to mention that I use only Young Living oils in my practice. And I know that a lot of people are immediately going to have an aversion to that because they dislike their business model. And that is a very interesting topic that I have a lot to say about, but this is not really the time or the place for that. What I will say is that the reason I use Young Living's products is because their ethics and quality standards are second to none. Everything is sustainably sourced, which is super important to me and near and dear to my heart. And Young Living is really dedicated to the stewardship of the land that they are farming, which they own. And they also own all of their own distilleries where they practice quality standards that are incredibly high, creating a product that you can literally see the difference in when you compare it to other brands. They also have an entire foundation dedicated to empowering women-owned businesses across the world. And that pesky business model that I said I wasn't going to talk about actually helps to support thousands of families and allows them to take charge of not only their finances, but their wellness. And those are all things that are worth paying a little bit extra for, at least in my opinion. Of course, you are free to do as you wish and to use any products or oils in your business that you see fit. And the information in this video going forward will not be specific to Young Living products at all. So even if you choose to use a different brand, you can still find this information helpful and useful. I will just stress that you do your own research and be very knowledgeable and educated, because a lot of the grocery store oils or other products out there on the market actually contain a lot of really harmful chemicals, and you do not want to be putting that onto your clients' bodies or diffusing it into the air, especially not in a therapeutic environment, because that's actually quite counterproductive. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so first up, there are 4 main ways that I use essential oils in my massage and bodywork practice. The first is to create a calming and relaxing environment. I want my customers to feel at ease from the minute they walk into the door, and also as soon as they get on the table and the massage begins. I usually use oils in this manner by diffusing them into the air or putting them onto my hands and having the customers breathe them in before we begin the massage. So the main oils that I diffuse to create a calming and relaxing environment are things like lavender, valor, peace and calming, stress away, vetiver, release. And I especially like all of the tree oils like evergreen essence or Northern Lights black spruce, because these can be very grounding and helps bring a great sense of peace to the customer. The second way that I use oils in my business is to help open the airways and support the client's respiratory system, especially when they get laying face down and everything kind of comes forward and they get all stuffed up. So using oils to help break that up and give them a nice open airway is really helpful. To help the customers open up their airways and support the respiratory system, I love using oils like eucalyptus globulus, a blend called Raven, and another called RC. And peppermint can be incredibly helpful for this as well. The third way is the most obvious way, which is to help soothe and support the muscular system and any body aches and pains that my clients might have. This is a course where I use the oils topically, and it's where you want to be the most careful and certain that you're not using anything your customers might be allergic to or that may cause them an irritation. For topical use to help soothe muscle aches and pains in the body, I have had really great luck with a combination of marjoram, peppermint, and copaiba, and I actually mix this with a bit of CBD oil to give it extra benefits and effects. Some others that I use for this purpose are oregano, basil, thyme, wintergreen, cypress, aromaceas, valor, and this Ortho Ease massage oil, which contains many of those that I just listed, and they are already put into a base oil in this pump bottle, which is very convenient. And all of these are really great to offer support to the muscular and nervous system and provide a lot of relief to my clients. And then last, I use them to help awaken the client at the end of each session and kind of bring them back into their senses and the real world. And I love using bergamot oil for this purpose because it's citrusy and uplifting, but it's also still very earthy and grounding and keeps them in a place of peace and calm. I also love using other citrus oils like orange or lemon, and even grapefruit is one of my favorites. Okay, so 2 other ways that I use essential oils in my massage and bodywork practice, aside from during a typical Swedish or deep tissue massage, is first, I do raindrop technique, which I'm going to do a full video on at some point because there is just a ton of information. And it is this incredibly wonderful modality that I think is probably the greatest thing I have learned in all my years of doing body work, because it just has such profound effects for my clients. Now, this technique is done using a series of different oils and a series of different motions in a particular order, but it does help to align and bring balance to the body and works on specific organ systems, mainly the lymphatic and immune system, but it just has a slew of benefits and positive effects for the customers, and I strongly recommend looking more into that. And as I said, I will be making a specific video about it in the future. And the other way that I use oils in my business is during reflexology sessions. And this is another thing that I'm going to make a specific video about in the near future because it is such a helpful modality, and I've been practicing it for many, many years, and there is a lot of information. But the basic gist is that reflexology is performed on the hands, feet, and ears. It uses a series of ancient techniques and knowledge that has been passed down for centuries. And you are using specific reflex points that are correlating to different organs and different parts of the body. So I like to use essential oils in this practice by putting a specific oil on specific reflex points as it correlates to that point. For example, I may use rosemary oil when I'm working on the liver reflex point because this oil has an association with the blood and helping to detoxify that body system. Or I may use a drop of lemon when I'm working on the kidney reflex point because this is something that can provide support and assistance to different things that could be going on there. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is how this helps my business. And it's really a two-way street because, for one, my clients are benefiting from all of the different things that these essential oils can help support their body with. And it's also benefiting me. One thing is that it helps make my services more unique because not everyone uses these oils in their practice. And they enhance the experience so much that it has people wanting to come back for more. And then, of course, I can charge a higher price when I'm using the oils in my practice, not only to cover the cost of the products themselves, but also the time and energy and effort that has gone into educating myself and gaining the knowledge that I need to use them safely and in the most effective ways possible. So it's really a win-win, and it's a great way to give your business a boost, to help your clients out even more than you already are, and to set you apart from the crowd. Okay guys, that's all I've got on this topic for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, I would really appreciate if you could give it a thumbs up. I am so grateful that you took this time to invest in yourself and your business and your interest in massage and bodywork therapy, or just to be supportive of me and my channel. If you are interested in staying tuned for more videos about massage and bodywork or other holistic healthcare topics, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel as well. And I actually have a second channel where I share more personal and creative content about my spiritual journey, my mental health, motherhood, and many other things. And the link to that channel is down in the description box below if you would like to check it out. Thank you all for being here. I hope you are creating a wonderful day despite any obstacles. And as always, I hope you are doing something to take care of yourselves. Bye.